Hi there. Welcome to Timeless Tours, where we help create timeless memories that will last a lifetime. What can I help you with today? You're here to book a vacation with us? Great. Go ahead and have a seat. Can I get you anything to drink? Water, tea, coffee, soda? You're good? Okay, well, let me know if that changes. We want you to be very comfortable while you book your vacation with us. Have you booked a package with us before? No? Well, welcome and thank you for choosing us today. So in that case, first, I am going to create an account with us for you. So through this account, you can access a breakdown of our conversation today, any itineraries we might discuss, and you can also contact me or any other sales associate that might help you on your journey directly through the portal. Yes. Oh, and you'll also get any important travel alerts, updates. Yes, it's very helpful. All right. So if that all sounds good, if that is okay, can I have your name? Lovely. Nice to meet you. My name is Em. I will be assisting you today. And your date of birth. Perfect. Your mailing address. Right, and zip code. Yep, perfect. And can I get an email address as well? 1 second. Okay. Excellent. And lastly, last thing, just your phone number, please. Perfect. And all of our member accounts come with 2-factor authentication turned on automatically for your security. So I have just emailed you a link. So you'll just click this link in your email to finish setting up your account with us, okay? And then you'll have access to everything that I just mentioned. Perfect. Okay, so now we can get started on the fun part. Do you have any sort of idea for your destination? No clue. That's perfectly fine. We can help you narrow it down. There are so many wonderful places to visit, right? It's not a problem. So we'll go ahead and start big and narrow it down from there, okay? So do we think we want to stay regional in the country or go international? International. Exciting. So, of course, we have lots of options available for international travel. Any idea on even the continent, maybe? No? Okay, well, there are so many. There's like 10 or something, so it can be hard to decide. So what we'll do then is we do have some travel books. Well, we have the travel book. So if you'd like, we can just flip through this a little bit. Okay, great. Let me move my computer out of my way so I can set that right in the middle of us here. Perfect. All right. So today we will be using the travel book, A Journey Through Every Country in the World. There's a page devoted to every country in this book. This is by The Lonely Planet. They have a couple of travel books. We'll be using this one today. And I have a couple of popular destinations marked for us to go through. Get to the first one here. So first, we have France. Beautiful country. I'm lucky enough that I have been here, and it is just fantastic. So this is France. It has a population of approximately 70 million. The official language is French, and its capital is Paris. A conviction, I'll read this part right here. A conviction that they live in the best place on the planet is what makes most French tick. It's an assumption that accounts for a lot of stereotypes, positive and negative. But when you consider that the country has produced some of the world's greatest philosophers, French artists, musicians, and literary figures, you begin to wonder if the French have a point. Throw in a timeless land of deep-rooted tradition and modern innovation, a fabled feast of fine food and wine, a place which has unfaltering romance woven into every footstep, a cinematic trip from opulent Renaissance chateau to Parisian jazz bars, and you might just end up agreeing that this really is the best place on earth. What a description. And the pictures here. Let's see. Here we go. Let's see, number one, and do forgive my pronunciation. I believe this is number one here. The public Plague du Midi in Cannes. The city is famous for its annual film festival. Here we have the gorgeous old walled town of Saint-Jean-Pied-de-Port in southwest France is a popular starting point for would-be pilgrims on the Santiago de Compostela. And down here, Boulangerie, Paris, city of beauty, culture, romance, and some very fine bakeries. Just beautiful. You might have trouble picking from these descriptions. Our next destination that I have selected for us, or that I have marked, is Japan. Japan is one of those places that both conforms to and confounds expectations. The cliches, Zen gardens, sumo wrestlers, bullet trains, cherry blossoms, geisha, are easy to find, but so are experiences that challenge the stereotypes. Spotting bears on Hokkaido, basking on tropical beaches in Okinawa Prefecture, skiing on perfect powder in the Japan Alps. Overlaying everything is Japan's complex, nuanced culture. Japan manages to be both one of the world's most modern nations and one of its most traditional, an intoxicating mix for travelers looking for deep immersion into the unfamiliar. And the pictures to the side. Let's see. Right here, right up here. Iconic monsters such as Godzilla here at Hotel Gracery in Shinjuku, Tokyo, are an important part of Japanese culture. Number 2, I believe right here, Kabira Bay, renowned for its white sands and turquoise waters, forms part of the Iriomoti Ishigaki National Park in tropical Okinawa. Again, forgive all my pronunciations. Let's see, right here, Tokyo's Yokocho's alleyways are packed with bars. And down here, the original building of Kyoto's Kinkakuji dates from 1397 and was a retirement villa for Shogun Ashikaga Yoshimitsu. Another beautiful destination. And I forgot to mention, its capital is Tokyo. It has a population of approximately 130 million, and its official language is Japanese. Our last location I've selected for us is Turkey. Again, you might have trouble choosing. So, Turkey. Turkey holds a full hand of historic riches. Its ruins from ancient empires, forts and castles forged by sultans and crusaders, Byzantine basilicas and Ottoman-built mosques, bazaars, and are all a reminder that this country straddles the boundary between Europe and Asia in culture as well as geography. Today, Turkey's maneuvering to position itself as a regional leader, combined with its geopolitical location, perpetually leads it into disputes with both neighbors and global powers. Internally, discord between conservative traditionalists and liberal progressives continue to divide Turkish society. None of Turkey's troubles keep visitors away for long, as the Mediterranean beaches, a human history stretching back across millennia, and its multitude of landscapes have an enduring appeal. Its capital is Ankara, a population of approximately 80 million, and an official language of Turkish. For our pictures, I believe this is one. Istanbul's Blue Mosque was the grand project of Sultan Ahmet I and features 260 windows. Number 2, whirling dervishes follow Sufism, and the Sama ceremony creates religious ecstasy. Number 3, a chef surveys Turkish meze dishes. And number 4, this large picture right here, the Roman ruins on Caritas Way lead towards the heart of Ephesus, once the 4th largest city in the Roman Empire. So you might have trouble choosing. All 3 of these destinations sound packed with history. So, do any of those sound like a good fit? Japan. Very nice choice. Very popular. Let's put that to the side. Get my computer back. Okay. Now, I have a couple more questions about your trip. So, how many people are traveling with you? 2. Okay. Perfect. And what are your preferred arrival and departure dates, as well as your preferred airport of departure? Okay. Yes, I think that's a good amount of time. Very, very standard. And more importantly, what type of pace would you like this vacation to have? Do we like to be constantly busy, lots of sightseeing, full itineraries? Or do we like something a little bit more relaxed with days devoted to relaxation, time spent around the hotel? Do we like a mix? Okay, I got you. All right, so, all right, and are we a fan of nature at all? Okay. And as far as meals, do you prefer very quick, easy, simple meals, or do you prefer slow, maybe even fine dining, or do you like a mix of both? Okay, right, got that. And last, what budget do we have in mind total for this vacation? Okay. Yeah, that's perfect. That's very reasonable. Very reasonable. All right, let's see what we come up with. Okay. Lots of options here. First, we have a package that includes travel through the cities of Tokyo, Osaka, and Kyoto. These cities are also known as the Golden Triangle, as these are the main tourist hotspots, destinations. And we recommend this trip for people visiting the country for the first time. But if you're a more seasoned traveler, if you want to dive a little bit more into the culture, you might want something a little bit more immersive. So we also have packages that include Tokyo, Kyoto, and Osaka, but also extend to Hiroshima and Nagasaki. So these will take you all the way to the western coast, and of course they're a little bit more historic, a little bit more naturey, a little bit more off the beaten path, but of course still full of culture. And if you want something with even a little bit more nature than that, we have packages that include the cities of Tokyo and Kyoto, as well as they have a couple of stops in between through the Japanese Alps and Gifu Prefecture. So even more, I would say, off the beaten path in fair nature. The Japanese Alps are just beautiful, but really you can find beautiful places all over Japan. So, and lastly, if you want something a little bit more relaxing, we also have packages that of course include Tokyo, but they also have a couple days in Hakone, and Hakone is located just to the southeast of Mount Fuji. It is known for its onsen or hot springs resorts, so lots of relaxation, long multi-course meals at these resorts. Okay, so we're kind of liking the first one already. Well, let me just say, if you have any cities in particular you are interested in, we can look at other packages. And again, I really personally feel that you can't go wrong with any destination or combo of destinations in Japan. Wherever you go is going to be filled with memorable experiences and lots of culture. Okay, so we do want to take a closer look at that first package. Okay, so this package includes plane tickets arriving into Tokyo and plane tickets departing from Osaka, 3 nights in 3 to 4 star hotels in Tokyo, Kyoto, and Osaka each. Breakfast is included at each of those hotels, and tickets for the train to get to each of the cities. Now we can leave the package there, or we can build an itinerary for you and for these days for an additional cost, which you do still have room for in your budget, the way I've sort of set up your plane tickets and hotels and everything. then we'll take a look at these itineraries. And again, we do have a couple to choose from, but based on your preferences, I'd recommend our orange itinerary. Let me actually get you a hard copy to take home. So again, all of this is going to be in your members portal that we set up at the beginning, but everybody likes a good hard copy, right? So I will send you with our orange itinerary. Let me get to let's see here. My desk is so crowded. Japan section of this. Okay, I think I see it. Okay, here we go. So there's the orange itinerary. So this is what I would recommend for you. So that has 1 to 2 sightseeing reservations per day, as well as a dinner reservation every other day. So plenty of room for personal choice, freedom, exploration. But I'm also going to include this blue itinerary, as well as our green itinerary. And those are, I believe the blue one is a little more crowded, and the green one is a little less crowded in terms of reservations. So if you're thinking to one side or the other, the orange one is right in the middle, I would say, but there's sort of your other 2 options. Right, put that off to the side. Over here. Okay. So, I recommend you take those home, have a look at the itineraries, and do some personal research so you are familiar with the sites that you do want to see, and we can be sure whenever we book things for you that you will absolutely love your trip. Okay. So we highly encourage you to do some research and thinking, and talk with your partner that you're going with. So we're both on the same page, right? So in terms of booking everything, whenever you're ready, just shoot me a message on your online portal, or you can call me. I will write down my name and phone number on this orange itinerary for you. So whenever you're ready, you can shoot me a message, or if you prefer a call, that's totally fine too. You have that. Text, anything. When we can get you in here, we can set up an appointment, book everything, go over your itineraries, what you want, and you have so many options with us. You can change your hotel tier, restaurant tier, flight pass, of course your itinerary. You've got lots of options, especially within your budget. Yeah, so that all sound okay? Great, wonderful. I'm just linking everything in your portal. Okay, so speaking of doing your own research, we also have a couple of guidebooks, travel aids here that we can offer to you today at a discounted price since you are booking with us. And because Japan is one of our more popular destinations, we have a couple things we can actually show you. So if you're interested, let me move this big book out of the way. If you're interested in learning the language, we do have some Genki course books. And these are great if you really want to dive into the language and learn and have a good understanding when you get there. This is just the first book, but of course you can go as far as you want. But these are often used in professional courses, college courses, to learn the language. So these books are very good, highly rated, the best, basically. So we do have that for you here today. We have the first one, if you're interested. And they have, lessons. They go by lessons and all of that. So it's very comprehensive. But I will say, if you are sticking to Tokyo and Kyoto and Osaka, that you'll probably only need very basic phrases like, please, thank you, excuse me, maybe a where is. So you might not need something that comprehensive. We also have, I always find whenever I travel, the more I know about a place, the more connected and real it all feels. So we also have a couple of history books. This is A Concise History of Japan by Brett L. Walker. This is, I would say, a little bit more on the advanced side, but it does cover everything from the very beginning of Japan. Let's see here, I believe the first chapter is the birth of the Yamato state, 14,500 BCE. So this covers the very beginning all the way to, of course, the modern period. And it also places an emphasis on climate and some climate-related issues that the country is currently facing. But it might put you to sleep. I will just say that. But if you're really interested, this is a great book. And again, it's pretty concise. The writing's dense, but it's not too long. Another recommend. We also have Essential Japan by Fodor's Travel. This book is we highly recommend. You get a guidebook of some sort, and this also has a little culture section in the beginning of the book, a little bit about the language, a little history, a little bit of everything. So if maybe, especially if you're not getting anything like the other two books, I highly recommend that you at least get a guidebook. And this is, of course, going to cover all the hot spots in Tokyo, Kyoto, and Osaka. So it's just lovely. Come to Japan. It's got sections about common foods, restaurants, even some hotel information, directions, a whole bunch of places. So we highly recommend this as well. Any of those interest you? Okay, great. We are going to get the guidebook today. Perfect. That's wonderful. We highly recommend this. It'll be a great kickstart to your research. I'll go ahead and place that on top of your itineraries. All right. So, what I do need from you today, that book is 20% discount retail, so that charge, as well as 10% of the trip total so far, just as a placeholder. Really, that does not commit you to anything, but again, just a placeholder until we're ready to book. once we figure out your itinerary and actually book everything, then we'll discuss the rest of your payment, any payment plans, as well as any insurance options you might be interested in. Okay? Okay, great. So, perfect. Let me get this. If you could just insert your card and follow the instructions on the pen pad. Okay, perfect. Okay, all approved. Excellent. Well, there are your itineraries and your book, and I believe we are all set for today. Again, my name is Em. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to reach out via the online portal or give me a call, give me a text. And again, whenever you're ready to come back, book everything, or if you just want to set up an appointment with some questions, that's fine too. Whenever you're ready for the next step, contact me and we'll set something up, okay? It was a pleasure getting your trip started, and I hope to see you again soon. Yeah. Have a wonderful rest of your day.